Well, I think that the act of painting it in and of itself is kind of an act of worship. Painting and drawing, there is a lot of hard work in it, but there's kind of this talent or gift that kind of has been, given by God.
It's needed because it develops beauty. God speaks of beauty and organization and care and specialness to God. He expects us to give Him our best and to lift our minds to think of Him because we benefit from it, and He wants us to benefit from our worship as well as He wants it, but He wants it for our good.
I get suspicious of just Christian artwork, and I've wondered what's the difference between sacred and secular art, and what makes something sacred or what makes it secular, or is there a difference?
I almost resist trying to be too explicit in the Christian art form because it can get pretty cheesy or pretty feeble attempts to replicate good art just by cheesy art because you're trying to be too explicit.
For me, I'm really interested in trying to annihilate a boundary that separates those two things.
I think that God is less concerned about the division between the sacred and the secular than we are. And I think that when we are in Christ, all becomes sacred if we're using art forms faithfully.
One gentleman gave me a compliment saying that it was a very good compliment. He said that kind of the feeling of God came through in this piece because this spirit or this creature, what is he really capable of? Is what could he actually do? It feels like, yes, he is trying to help the boy. Yes, he's trying to lead him. And he said that to him, it felt like God.
I would steer away from art forms that depict heathen or satanic or and explicitly unchristian.
I wonder if you can find truth in non-virtuous places. I think sometimes as a church we've abandoned the idea that there still is truth in other places. And I get suspicious of anybody who tells me that they know the whole truth.
Whether it would be in a church or not might be something else, but the point is that people ought to think of God as creating everything. And obviously He created beauty, and therefore He wants beauty for our not being sloppy. We want to give our best to God, and beauty is what He wants.
That truth is so big that any one domain of knowledge is too small to really grasp it.